Hey guys, I'm here with another video on pretty much what I've been using since all the live stuff is out, like PvP gear, and I haven't got my weapons yet. But yeah, I figured I'd do another talent video of what I've been using. Been switching around quite often. So right now, I'm using Astral Shift. I didn't like it at first, but I figure how much burst some people have. 2-minute cooldown isn't that bad. Like using it, I suggest using it as soon as like you see someone use their PvP trinkets, because they both share 2-minute cooldowns. Just pop Astral Shift. Stone Bulwark, I was using it. It's okay. It gets increased. The amount of damage gets increased that it absorbs. The more gear you get, but I don't think it's that worth it right now. And that amount is reduced by another 15% in PvP due to a hotfix. So I guess that nerf just kind of made me switch back to Astral Shift. Nature's Guardian, still not really using that. Next one's these. I switched through these a lot. This one I use for me and my partner in twos. I do twos with a warrior. He has Avatar, but this is still good. It's really good at countering Death Knights. Their AoE what's it called? Freeze thingy? I don't know what it's called. But what it does is it stacks a slow on you. And if you use Windwalk Totem, everyone in your group is going to be immune to that Death Knight CC, so it's really good for that. But you can, pretty much all these, I switch between these a lot. Hunters, BM Hunters, I think this one works on them. Every time I try it, I never get the opportunity, and I can't really remember. I think it works under pets, so if you know you're gonna fight a hunter, I say try and switch to this. But if it doesn't work, then you're probably gonna be better off with Frozen Power, depending on the comp always. But so far, Windwalk is my favorite out of these three. The next one is Totemic Projection, and these two. These two are basically just reduce cooldowns on your totems. This one allows you to move your totems. This is really good in arenas, because as you know, Shamans, they've only really had one CC, kinda. Like, I have War Stomp, but that doesn't really count. Not all Shamans have that. We just have Hex. So what this does is you can pretty much use Capacitor Totem and then have a keybind. Anyway, just draw it next to the target. Try and time it, because if you do it too soon, they can just walk out of it. But yeah, it's basically allows your capacitor, which I thought was lame at first. I didn't like it, but because I was using this Totemic Restoration, but I started using this for arena, and it's really good at CCing the healer, adding another 4-second stun to your healer, or to their healer, to kill their DPS or to kill the healer. Whoever you're going for, this is gonna CC them. It's kind of tough at first. You have to get used to it, because as you can see, it's a small circle, so you have to let's see, capacitor's up in 5 seconds. Capacitor is going to be on like the left side, I believe, the left bottom side. Let's draw it down. It's just the air totem, so wherever air totem is, yeah, see, it's on the bottom left side. And so like you want to draw a little ahead. Wow, failed, didn't go. But you can see right here where the totem's landed, and capacitor would be right here. So that's one thing you have to keep, know where it's gonna land. You have to know where your capacitor is. Now this one's good if you want grounding up more. Call it Elements. This is actually kinda good. It's just you won't be able to throw it. Like, I thought about using this for capacitor, because that's pretty much the only totem you're gonna get back. Windwalk maybe if you're using it, or grab. I'm not sure if you can drop them. No, you can't drop them at the same time, because they'll just like destroy each other. But yeah, it's a idea. I haven't tested it myself, so I don't know. This Echo of Elements is still the best one. Double heals can heal you for like 160k. Yeah, I think the highest I've healed myself is when they both crit heal with 5 Maelstrom procs, and I'm pretty sure it's over 160k for sure. Less than 200,000 though. I haven't healed myself over 200,000. Ancestral Swiftness, instant cast, passive haste. Still haven't used these. I tried Elemental Mastery, but I prefer Echo of Elements. It's just like, it's random, but procs a good amount. It's really useful. Conductivity, I tried it. I thought it would be cool, but it's actually kind of lame. Doesn't really heal you anything, and you would have to like cast healing rain. You can cast it with 5 stacks of Maelstrom, but it's not really gonna do you any good. You're better off using it on a 5 stack heal, and then just using one of these two. I'm using Ancestral Guidance. 2-minute cooldown. I have it macroed to just use it with my burst, because usually that's still a time when it's gonna heal like a really good amount. Is because it's based off your damage. So the more damage you do, the more you're gonna heal. So I just have it macroed to my burst. It doesn't have a global cooldown. So I'm using this one for now. It heals nearby party members too, which is really awesome for healing your allies in arenas. Now next one, Healing Tide Totem. Healing Tide Totem is another cooldown you can get back with Call of the Elements. But this one is actually really good. It's just a longer cooldown, another minute. But it's actually really good. I mean, if you're an enhanced shaman, there's nothing wrong with picking this totem. Now for the last talent, I'm using Unleash Fury. I'm using this mostly for utility, but actually I was using it for utility at first for the movement speed and slow, since our set bonuses now give us more stuff. Now we can use Frostbrand in our offhand, which I've been doing. So I use it for the sprint every it's basically a sprint every 8 seconds, I would say, because no, what is it? 11 seconds. Every 11 seconds, yeah. Unleash Elements is a 15-second cooldown. 4 of those 15 seconds you're gonna have a sprint, so only 11 seconds you won't have increased movement speed. So it's pretty cool having a sprint every 11 seconds, a short one. And Wind Fury, I'm using it with Wind Fury because Wind Fury is it's always gonna be good, just because enhanced shamans rely on Maelstrom. Since we rely on Maelstrom so much, it's always gonna be a good weapon enchant. So it's gonna be a good weapon enchant to use with any other offhand enchant, preferably Frostbrand or Flame Tongue. Right now it seems like Frostbrand's the better one to use. Elemental Blast, this one I have been using. Primal Elementalist, I'll mess around with this. So I'll talk about Elemental Blast first. This one, if you want probably more burst, like it can hit really hard and it procs with Echo of Elements. I've hit people 120k. It should at least hit 60k and probably do like 80k burst if you're lucky or something. It can hit really hard though. Don't underestimate this ability if you... So yeah, this is not a bad talent for enhancement. It's actually really good. Now, Primal Elementalist. This one, what it does is it turns your Earth and Fire Elemental, which you can use in arenas, into pets that you can control. The thing that I don't like is they're not permanent. They last 1 minute, 5-minute cooldowns. If you go 40 yards, that's I believe the maximum range, you can go away from your totem and they will disappear. So like if you're getting kited away from it and you don't have totemic projection, they'll just disappear, and they're pretty easy to destroy and get rid of. They're not really that great right now, I don't think. So I'm not recommending this too much, but you can... Your Earth Elemental does get a stun. That's probably the only useful thing I think that you can use it for. It gets a 4-second stun that you can probably I'm pretty sure you can make macros for to stun like when you want him to, but like I said, they can get countered pretty easy. They only have like 100k, like I believe it's under 200k out. So yeah, I'm not using it. Maybe if it gets changed I'll use it, but yeah. I've went over the reasons why. Pretty sure I went over everything for talents for now. So I'll go into Glyphs. Now Glyphs, these are the 3 glyphs I think most enhanced shamans should use. I believe the Maelstrom glyph, which increases healing by 20% per stack, is necessary. I think if you're enhancement you need to have this. And Purge. Purge is like something we haven't had since BC, and I missed it so much. It's so much fun to use, purging everyone's stuff. So I believe these two are like mandatory. It really helps your team. Like my partner in arenas, he since he's a warrior, he can shatter and throw bubbles. I can purge shields, priest shields, mage shields, and hand of protection, I believe it's called now. Or it's been called that for a while, but yeah. And shamanistic rage. I use shamanistic rage because in threes you can have a healer to dispel magic effects, but in twos I don't have a healer. This is something I enjoy using in PvP in general. Get out of deep freeze, out of Death Knight's freezy thing that I said you can get out of with Blessing of Freedom, because it's a magic effect stun. You can get out of Paladin stuns. You can't get out of Repentance, which is lame, but hey, at least you get out of some stuns. You get rid of Shadow Priest dots, Warlock dots. It's just really good, and it's a 1 minute cooldown, which is fine with me. I really enjoy using it. Other ones you can use is I wouldn't recommend Capacitor. These are more useful in my opinion. Hex is what I used to use last X pack, but now we kinda have glyphs we need. Spirit Walk is alright, but like I said, in situations where in threes, this is mostly for twos. In threes, you're gonna have like someone to get you out of slows and stuff. Usually, like you'll be fine without it. Other glyphs, let's see. Wind Shear Lockout, that's Wind Shear is a pretty long cooldown already. I wouldn't want to make it any longer. Reduce damage taken by 10%. That's this one. This is something we used to have. You can probably use this. I'm not sure how good it is. I honestly never paid attention in the last one. So I believe that's all I'm going to show for this video, because I have more stuff I want to show. I definitely want to show my macros. Just simple burst macros and focus macros, and some mouse over macros if needed. I can go into those, and I also want to show how I've been using the double CC in arenas, capacitor hex. Then feel free to subscribe. If you want to help my channel grow and help more people find these videos, you can feel free to like to help me out. Anyways, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the other videos on the macros and how I've been using my keybinds and CC in arenas. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.